It was a stormy night, and rain drummed incessantly on the roof of the taxi. Min, a seasoned driver, was used to late-night fares and eerie silence. But something about this night felt wrong. He was almost ready to call it. A night when, through the foggy windshield, he saw her. A woman drenched in white stood by the roadside under the dim glow of a flickering streetlight. Her long, jet-black hair clung to her face, obscuring her features. She raised a pale hand, signaling for a ride. Reluctantly, Min pulled over. The door creaked open, and a rush of cold air swept through the car. The woman slid silently into the back seat, her soaked dress leaving damp stains on the upholstery. She didn't speak, only pointed ahead to indicate her destination. Min's unease grew as he glanced at her through the rearview mirror. Her head was turned toward the window, her face still hidden beneath her hair. But in the dim reflection, he could make out her eyes, black, hollow voids that seemed to swallow the dim light. As the taxi rolled forward, the road grew eerily quiet. The usual sounds of the city faded, replaced by the rhythmic tapping of rain on the roof, and the occasional rustle of leaves in the wind. Min tried to ignore the chill creeping up his spine, focusing on the road ahead. Then a soft whisper broke the silence. "Do you believe in death?" The question sent shivers through him. He turned sharply to look at her, but she hadn't moved. Her face remained turned away, her voice eerily calm. "Just drive," she said, pointing once more, her hand unnaturally still. When they reached the gates of the old cemetery, Min's hands trembled on the wheel. The woman opened the door and stepped out into the misty darkness without a word. But as Min turned to glance at the back seat, his blood ran cold. The seat was dry, as if no one had ever sat there. The faint outline of a handprint, cold and wet, lingered on the window. Summoning his courage, Min stepped out to call her back, but she was gone. All that remained was the faint smell of rain and the whisper of the wind. The graveyard gates creaked open slightly, as if beckoning him in. The next morning, Min's taxi was found abandoned at the edge of the cemetery. On the back seat lay a single, damp strand of long black hair. No one ever saw Min again, but drivers in the area still speak of the woman in white, waiting for her next ride.